Peace, double peace, and cheers, folks. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Flying health coach coming at you. Hope everyone's having a great week so far, per usual. Midweek, yeah, like I always say, hope you all have had just a good mix of a good mix of the human experience, right? You've had a mix of some of the high vibrational state emotions, right? You've had some, hopefully more happiness, calm, peace, right? Mixed with a little bit of low vibrational state emotions, a little bit of anger, a little anxiety, a little stress, right? We need some of those, because let's be honest, right? Some amount of stress is always a good thing in life, right? You need a little bit of that stuff. You get a good mix of it, right? Kind of balances you out. But why am I here, might you ask? So I'm here because I want to talk about something I talked about not a long time ago, maybe 6 months to a year ago. So, depends how you define long time, right? But it's been a minute since I've talked about this. But the concept is, and I actually want to read the quote to you, but it's a quote from the Bible. So, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. I.e., faith without action is meaningless, right? So this is not going to be a religious video. I don't combine that with my videos, my religious beliefs. I don't put that in here. Everyone's free to do what they want in life and free to believe what they want to believe. And whatever you believe in doesn't matter. Regardless, faith without action is meaningless, right? I.e., if you're struggling financially, if you're struggling to lose weight, if you're struggling with your relationship, if you're struggling with just your own self, whatever way, you can't just have faith that things are going to randomly get better. You can't, right? You can't just, especially look at fitness, right? You can't just have faith you're going to lose 30 pounds without putting action towards that. You can't have faith you're going to build future wealth without putting action towards it. You can't have faith that you're going to improve your relationships without putting action towards it whatsoever, right? You can have faith in, now, maybe you want to put faith towards a belief in yourself that I can gain the tools I need to be better. You can have faith that I can gain the knowledge I need and apply that knowledge to get better in certain areas, right? But without putting action towards something, you're going to get the same result day in and day out over and over and over again, right? Good example for me, over the past 3, 4, 5 months in my life, I ain't perfect, right? But I always kept faith that I was going to be able to find something new or, get a new direction in life, whatever have you. But during that time, I was making phone calls to people. I was networking with people. I was sending out emails. I was doing things to promote that to happen. But on the side, I maintained my faith that it was going to happen. Eventually things did, right? But you have to be willing to, not have blind faith in your life, and you have to put something, you have to do something, some action that's going to help guide your faith. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time at the end of the day. Now, when I coached a lot of people back in the day when I was a health coach, I think a lot of people, they kept just blind faith to make themselves feel better because, we've talked about change on this channel a lot, right? Change is hard, right? Making a new decision is hard. It's not comfortable, right? We want to be in that comfort zone more often than not. So, we can tack faith onto that to make us feel better about our situation, but you have to tack on an action plan to that situation, which is going to push you outside your comfort zone for a period of time. But over time, as you make those new decisions, keeping the faith over here, or keeping your faith on the side, make new decisions, you're going to go down new paths, and you're going to gradually build the life that you want, right? But you can't just have faith things are going to get better. You have to read books. You have to gain knowledge. You have to put action towards those things for things in your life to get better, right? You have to. Now, one of the big proponents, at least in my mindset that I alluded to earlier here, is, it's also putting faith back in yourself, right? A lot of us, we put faith in we put faith in God, we put faith in the universe, and that's awesome, that's great, there's nothing wrong with that. But we also need to put faith back in ourselves, that ourselves, we have the ability to get the tools that we need to be successful, to get the tools we need to build the life we want, to get the tools we need to just to grow and get better, right? So put the faith back in yourself too. Don't just put it out there randomly thinking that it's going to come back to you if you don't do something. So yes, put faith out in the universe, put faith in God, put faith in whatever you want to out there, but also put faith back in yourself that you have the strength, the ability, and the tools to make a difference in your life, right? So again, faith without action is meaningless. Decide what you want in life, figure that out, put faith in your abilities, put faith in the universe, you're going to get it, but then also put action towards what you want. No matter how big or small that action may seem right now, but do something, make some decision that's going to help you get closer from A to B, B to C, so on and so forth down the alphabet, right? Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Hope it's somewhat beneficial. Hope it helps you just make you think a little bit differently. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe up in the corner. And if you ever want to, feel free to shoot me an email, flyinghealthcoach@gmail.com up in that corner. Always happy to talk about life, spirituality, talk about aviation, talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you just need a good listening ear, I got a good set of those. So, again, hope it's helpful. And we'll talk soon. Peace. And cheers, folks. Have a good night. I always end up weird, don't I?